Hey guys, I'm Kamen Rider Silver, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Rise of the Planet of the Apes Koba action figure from HIYA Toys. Very much like the Caesar figure, I got this figure not quite because he looks just like Koba. He has a better likeness to Koba than the Caesar figure has to Caesar, but I got him just as a more army builder to beef out my ape collection, just to make it look more like an ape society and not just an ape group, you know what I mean? So I got this figure for that reason, and I do like this figure, I really do, but mine has so many QC issues that it makes it a little frustrating. So let's take a closer look. So first off, you can obviously see that I have him in a knuckle walking pose, because I think this figure was more made for that. So first let's get him into a kind of vanilla-like pose, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So kind of put him up a little bit, and then his arms. See, he doesn't quite look natural like that. And his shoulders, as you can see, are more faced forward. So I think he's meant to be in a knuckle walking pose. But since we have him up like this, might as well take a look. He's got a great paint job. It really looks good here. Let me turn his joints around. There we go. You can really see the chest right here has a different color variation than the rest of the body. It's kind of more light colored. And then he has like some dirt in his fur. It looks amazing. 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 The back, you can see that hunchback that Koba has. It's very signature Koba. Feet, very nice. Paint looks amazing. But then you come to the head. Okay. I do like this head. Don't get me wrong. I like it a lot. Let's see. Looks quite like Koba. The likeness is almost there. It's really, really close. Man. The eye looks really good, actually. The blind eye looks good. The scar, pretty nice, pretty nice. But the top of his head has so much paint chipped off. And when I got this figure, his head was literally outside the packaging. Here, I'll show you the packaging. So you see this hole right here? I did not make that hole when I was opening up the figure. His snout was literally poking out of this hole. And you can see the damage that was done by that. See right there on his chin? It's all messed up. You can see the black plastic just poking through. So this is not fun. And you can see kind of the paint that rubbed off on there. I don't want to say it's too big of an issue, but that really shouldn't happen, you know. It really shouldn't be like that. He must have been under some pretty great pressure. The package must have just been like, and his face just popped right through. So, you know, I can live with it. It's not too bad. Maybe it just adds to the battle damagedness of Koba, but it's kind of frustrating. But overall, Koba's look is not that bad. In fact, it's a very good figure. I really like it. Now, taking a look at Koba's accessories, this time around he has much less accessories than Caesar. He only comes with some knuckle walking hands and some more open palmed hands, which do look more natural than the Caesar's open palm-ish hands did. And then we come to the next problem. So this is a great head. I can really see the likeness of Koba in there. The eye looks amazing. The paint is great. The top isn't chipped at all. The chin is great. But then I came to fit the head on the figure, and this little socket was not big enough. So you can see that mangledness. I've been trying my best to widen this hole, and I've only widened it by a fraction of what it needs to be widened by. It looks terrible. It absolutely does, but it does help. It does help. I went in there with a box cutter and just basically turned it round and round, and then on the end of like a pencil or a chopstick I wrapped some sandpaper, and then I just really went in there. And it did widen it a little bit. So coming in, taking off Koba's head is very much like the other Caesar figure. You just pop it off. So taking this head, and there it's on, but it's only friction fitted on. It's not a good popped on. It stays on there, see, but the minute you try to move it, it falls right off. So that's really the best I can do as a friction fit. I've tried heating it up, I've tried pretty much everything, but it's a great head. I love this head, but it just it's ridiculous. You know, this head has paint issues, but it pops on perfectly. But the one that doesn't is the one that gives me problems. Oh man. But you know, it's not bad. It's not too bad. I still can work with it, but you know, it's just kind of annoying. Yeah, but still, pretty good accessories. Now, articulation on this troublesome bonobo. His head, when you have the right one on, goes up that much and down that much. Pretty nice. Shoulders go all the way up, great. Down, forward, back. Swivel at the bicep, 90 degrees at the elbow. Swivel at the wrist and hinge. Very cool. Oh man, I just took off some paint from that hinge. Shoot, shouldn't have done that. Then he has a swivel at the diaphragm just a little bit. Crunches a little bit, goes back a little bit. Then he has kind of more of a swivel just at the, they don't really go in and out at the thigh, so it kind of just swivels around. Then 90 degrees at the knee, and then a hinge at the foot, but I'm not going to do that because I don't want to do what I just did right here. But his articulation is much more adapted to put him in that knuckle crawling pose. So you just put his arms forward, put his legs out a little bit, and you got him in a knuckle walking pose. So I think that's pretty nice. Kind of right there. That's really cool. I like that. Now getting Koba in a vanilla pose. Yes, exactly. One of his legs is longer than the other, and I think that does help with knuckle walking, but when you're trying to stand him straight up, it just don't work. So you kind of have to lean him forward. It's kind of the best I can do, really. So let's pull out the tape measure quickly before he falls over again. And you can see he's about 5.5 inches tall. I'm not even going to try to cut this together because I'll just drop him. Here he is next to Spider-Man. Move it up a little bit. So he's a little bit smaller than a 6-inch figure. And here he is next to the NECA Dawn of the Planet of the Apes Koba, which is very much of a different figure. They don't even really look quite like each other. Yeah. So there you go, guys. There was a look at the Rise of the Planet of the Apes Koba action figure from HIYA Toys. I do like this figure, don't get me wrong. It really does help me beef out my Apes collection. It makes it look, like I said, more like an ape society, like a, you know, a community, not just a buddy ship. I don't know. I think I just made that up. But it does help build my ape collection, but some of the QC issues, man, are just, they're hard to overlook, you know what I'm trying to say? But I do really like this figure, and I would recommend it because there's a chance that yours won't end up like mine, and he still is a great figure. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!